Good morning, my dear students. Today we are discussing about the genetics. Okay, so what is the genetics, and the next one, what is the definition, what is the introduction? Now we discuss. So first of all, the genetics term was introduced by the genetics term was introduced by uh, one scientist. Name is Batson scientist in 1906. In 1906, the Batson scientist, it is introduced the one word. That word is the genetics. So it has been derived from a. This word is derived from a Greek word. Derived from a Greek word. What is the meaning of this word? It is a gene. Derived from a Greek word. Which one word? Gene. So what is a gene? Gene means it is the to become, or to grow into, is known as genetics. So genetics, it is a branch of the biological science. It is a branch of a biological science. It is the deals with the transmission of the characteristics. So what is the importance of the genetics? It is involved in the transfer of the characters from parents to daughters. Parent cells, so daughter cells are parent bodies to daughter bodies. So it is simply offspring. So transmission of the characters from parents to offspring is known as the genetics. So what is the literal definition of the genetics? Literal definition of genetics. So what is the literal definition? Genetics, it is defined as a study of genes study of genes and of the statistical laws of statistical laws of that governance the governance passage from passage of genes from one generation to another generation to other generation. Simply, the genes are transferred from one generation to another generation is known as the genetics. This is a simple definition. So in here some common terms are we are used in the genetics. So common terms, what are their common terms? So simply genetics means transfer of genetic material, transfer of characteristics from one generation to another generation is known as the genetics. Genetics word is derived from a Greek word gene. Gene means it is a to become or to grow into. So it is the genetic word is introduced by the Batson in 1906. So in here common words we are using DNA, RNA. We know that about the DNA and RNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, and the next one ribonucleic acid. What is the importance of ribonucleic acid? And these are all studied in here. The next one, gene. Gene means it is they are the functional and physical unit of heredity. It is a functional and physical unit of functional and physical unit of heredity. Functional and physical unit of heredity passed from parent to offspring means next generation. Offspring means next generation. So parent to offspring. So in here the gene species, what are their gene species? Gene pieces. So what are there? One is the DNA. The DNA, it is the most gene containing information for making a specific protein from the DNA. How to specific protein produces? DNA converts to RNA converts to protein. So this is about the gene. So simply, what is the cell is the functional unit of life. Functional unit of life. Here gene is the functional and physical unit of the heredity passed from the parent to offspring is known as the gene. And the next one word is already discussed, like genetics. And genetics means study about the gene. Study about gene is known as the genetics. And the next one, genomics. Genomics. What is the genomics? Genomics are the, it is a relatively new term. It's described the study of the all persons genes. It is a study of all persons genes. Study of all person genes. So including interaction of genes, each other person and environment, means study of the each and every gene here. So in the genetic study about only one type of gene, and the gene is the functional and physical unit. But in genomics, study about the different types of genes in the different types of human body is known as the genomics. Okay, so this is about some common terms we are used in the genetics. So the next one, what is the practical application of genetics in nursing? Applications to nursing, practical applications of genetic in nursing. So in here, number one, the service, or the first service is they are single and largest group of healthcare provides. So first one is a single largest group of healthcare provided. Single largest group of healthcare provided. And number two, they are employed in the setting throughout the healthcare system. Employed in settings throughout the healthcare system. So it is provided the good information about the healthcare. And the next one, third one, nurse are the provide and promoting the broad range healthcare related services for individual. So nurses are provide and promoting a broad range healthcare related services provided from individual and their families also, for individual and their families also. First one, it is the they are the single largest group healthcare providers. And the next one, second one is it gives a good information about genetics. And third one is the nurse are the involved in their provide and promoting broad range healthcare related services to their families and entire families, for individuals also. So in here, so in number one application. So number one application, it is direct genetic counseling from nurse. Direct genetic counseling. And the next, number two, it is planning. It gives the information about the planning. and administrating and evaluating and test programs done with the particular genetics. And number 3, it is a coordinating care and service. Coordinating care and servicing. And the next one, managing home care and therapy. Manage home care and therapy. Home care and therapy. And the next one, number 5, it is a follow upon the positive newborn screening test. Following up on positive newborn screening tests. Follow up on newborn screening tests. And the next one, number 6, and participating in public education about genes. Participating in public education about genes. And these type of knowledge is occurred through the genetics. And the next one, all nurses needed to able to understanding the language of genes. All nurses able to understanding about the genes. And the next one, nurses will be seeing adult and childhood genetic genes also. Nurses seen adult with childhood genetic diseases. And the nurses will also see more person with identified adult onset genetic disorders. Genetic disorders. And the next one, genetic testing recommended on school nursing. And the next one, what is the gene, what is the genetic, which type of disorders are occur in our body, how to treat it, and then how to counseling to the patient, how to give the awareness about the genes. And the next one, what is the treatment, and the next one, how to care the patient. These are all are understood with the genetics. Understood the genetics. So this is about the healthcare is genetics. And the next one, applications of the genetics in the nursing. So this is about our topic. If you have any doubts from this topic, tomorrow we will discuss. Thank you.